Amazon River. The dragon that winds through South America is the most trafficked in the world, the widest watershed, the river with the most tributaries. It is also a wonder of the biodiversity of the earth. It shares countless tributaries, home to over 3,000 species of freshwater fish, 2.50 million insects, and more than 2,000 species of birds and mammals. However, this vibrant paradise, there is also a deadly crisis. In the deciduous layers of the Amazon rainforest, the spearhead is endowed with its deadly venom and famous for perfect camouflage. This snake has a unique triangle shape, head and brown and yellow markings. Let it blend perfectly with the dead leaves, imperceptible. The venom of the hairy belly. It's a mixture of blood and nerve poison. The bitten person within a few hours may die from internal bleeding or respiratory failure. It attacks as fast as lightning. Sharp fangs can be up to 2 centimeters deep, can inject venom directly into prey. And here's what's even scarier. Spearhead Fu is extremely aggressive. Even the slightest footsteps. It may also trigger his fierce counterattack. Night in the Amazon, hunter or explorer. Be careless. Could step on this invisible killer. Each year in remote areas of Brazil and Peru, people died from spearhead bites. Lack of local medical resources makes the chances of survival very slim. The fertility of the hairy belly is amazing. Can give birth to dozens of young snakes at a time, and every baby snake is born to carry deadly venom. They're not just small mammals and birds. Class of nightmares also let the Amazon ecosystem. There is always an atmosphere of tension. Black caiman. It's the top predator of the Amazon. Its body length can reach 6 meters. A huge body covered with hard phosphorus and potassium. It's daunting. His urbanization powers are amazing. Can easily crush the skull of a buffalo. Even the young Sanran cannot escape his mouth. Black caiman is evil at hidden. What can be seen on the water? Often only his cold and watchful eyes. Waiting for prey to come near the river to drink. His attack was swift and precise. Once the prey is dragged into the water, will roll through the iconic death. Tear it apart. The black caiman has a very diverse diet, from fish to land mammals. Even occasionally attack humans. Villages along the Amazon coast. Legend has it that many domestic animals were dragged away. In a few cases, even the fishermen in their canoes also became their target. Night hunting of black caimans is particularly dangerous. Their power and hearing in the dark, still sharp. Due to climate change and habitat destruction, the conflict between the black caiman crocodile and humans is intensifying. They even approach human habitats. Mention dangerous creatures in the Amazon. Piranhas are without a doubt the most legendary killers. This little fish is no more than 30 centimeters long, but has a row of razor-sharp teeth. Capable of shredding prey in seconds. Piranhas are known for being gregarious. Hundreds of schools of fish can be found in just a few minutes. Break down a cow into bones. They have an extraordinary sense of smell. The smell of blood can be found miles away. Attract them. Swarm. Piranhas have an amazing bite. Can easily bite through human bones. Although the threat of a single piranha is limited, but the crazy sight of the group attack is terrifying. In some rivers in the Amazon, fishermen accidentally fall into the water. It's not uncommon to get slandered by piranhas, especially during the dry season. Water level drops, forcing piranhas to congregate in narrow waters. They become more aggressive. It is worth mentioning that piranhas are not always bloodthirsty. They also feed on plants and small fish. But when hungry or threatened, any creature that enters the water could become their target. Deep in the swamps and rivers of the Amazon rainforest, lurking the heaviest snake on earth. Amazon Sanran. This giant reptile can grow to amazing heights, 10 meters for people, weight over 200 kilograms. Its body is thick as a tree trunk, enough to crush any unfortunate prey. Sanran's way of hunting is chilling. They are silently lurking underwater. Lock onto the target with a keen heat sensor, then at lightning speed. Entangled in prey. Sanran's muscular strength is breathtaking, capable of breaking a caiman in just a few minutes. Deer bones. The prey suffocates before it can even struggle. Although their teeth are not poisoned, but it can hold its prey like a hook. Make sure it can't escape. Sanran's jaw can be opened 180 degrees when swallowing. Slowly swallow the whole animal into its stomach. And here's what's even more disturbing. Sanran's threat to humanity is not groundless. They've had records of attacking fishermen in remote villages. Although, it is not common for Sanran to actively attack humans. But the sheer size of this creature, and unparalleled power, make it the undisputed top raider in the Amazon. One of the eaters. Under the thick layer of leaf rot in the Amazon rainforest, giant centipede is a creepy nocturnal killer. They're up to 30 centimeters long. Covered with a hard carapace, this multiracial monster hunts at breakneck speed. It has a single front claw that can inject nerve venom, enough to paralyze mice, frogs and even small birds. Giant centipedes are extremely aggressive, will bite without hesitation when threatened. Although its venom is not lethal, can cause severe pain, swelling and fever. In severe cases, it can even lead to infection. They cover a wide range of activities. They can be seen from the ground to the treetops. In the rainforest at night, the rustling sound of a giant centipede. It sends shivers down the spine of explorers. And here's what's even scarier. They can burrow into narrow crevices, even climb into tents or shoes. It's hard to guard against, and giant centipedes eat very voracious food, even the same kind. A cold-blooded predator in the rainforest. The jaguar is the top predator of the Amazon rainforest, famous for its combination of elegance and lethality. They are athletic. Weight up to 120 kilograms, covered with golden fur with dark spots. Make them invisible like ghosts in the jungle. The jaguar has an amazing bite, can bite directly through the skull of a caiman or a turtle, hard shell. He hunts in a variety of ways, can ambush monkeys in trees, it can also track deer on the ground. You can even go underwater and catch fish. Weekly report. Excellent night vision and a keen sense of smell make it an impeccable hunter. When humans enter their territory, they may be regarded as threatened or potential prey. In the remote regions of the Amazon, jaguar attacks on livestock and even humans are well documented, especially under the pressure of shrinking habitats. These conflicts are becoming more frequent. The secretive nature of jaguars makes them difficult to detect. Once prepped, there is little chance of escape. From the depths of the rainforest, and the sudden flash of yellow eyes, it is the last memory of countless creatures in the Amazon. In the murky waters of the Amazon River, electric barbarians are undoubtedly well-deserved underwater thunderbolts. This fish can reach a length of 2.5 meters. Although the name is man, but it's not a real savage fish. But it can release motors up to 860 volts. It's powerful enough to stun a horse. It can even be fatal to humans. The body of the barbarian is composed of 70% power-generating organs, capable of instantly releasing current, whether it's hunting or self-defense. Small fish and amphibians come close. You're paralyzed by electricity. The electric barbarians took the opportunity to devour it. His sensory system is extremely sensitive. Even at the bottom of a dark river, the presence of prey can also be detected through the power plant. And here's what's even creepier. The barbarians can even jump out of the water. Attack targets ashore. The documentary captured him shooting a caiman. For humans, electric shock can cause cardiac arrest, stop or drown, especially in the remote rivers of the Amazon. There is little hope of rescue. Another danger of the electric barbarians, due to its gregarious habits, swarms of barbarians can discharge power multiplier fishermen and explorers, often because of accidental entry into the electricity savage's habitat. Bullet ants are renowned as the most painful insect in the world. The excruciating pain of his bite, it's comparable to a gunshot wound, and can last up to 24 hours. Indigenous tribes of the Amazon, even the bite of bullet ants. As a test in adulthood, gradually its power. This black ant is less than 2 centimeters in size. Living in the trunks and ground of the rainforest, they're very gregarious. They attack without hesitation when threatened. Bullet ant venom contains neurotoxins, can cause severe cramps and burning sensations. The bitten person is often in so much pain that they cannot walk. They're not just lethal to small insects. It's a threat to us as well. Especially deep in the rainforest, medical assistance is almost out of reach. Bullet ant nests can be found all over the rainforest. And if you're not careful, you can discover their territory. What's even scarier is that they can bite multiple times. More venom is injected each time. Night in the Amazon, bullet bee is more active. Explorers must be extra careful, facing this tiny but terrifying creature. Any contempt, it can make you miserable in the rainforest. Toxic frogs are the most powerful frogs in the Amazon. One of the iconic creatures, famous for its brilliant colors and lethal toxicity. These petite frogs. Venom secreted by the skin, enough to kill 10 adults. Auxiliary tribes once smeared arrowheads with their venom for hunting, hence the name poison arrow. One of the most poisonous golden poison arrow valleys. Only 5 centimeters in size, but it can secrete a lethal amount of octrexine. Once touched, it can cause heart palsy. They range in color from bright red to emerald green. This is a clear warning to predators. Stay away from me. They live in the humid parts of the rainforest, often haunts the treetops or the ground. The toxicity of the poisonous insects they eat. If you change the diet in captivity, they become less toxic. But in the wild, these little creatures are still deadly killers. If a human touches it accidentally, venom can be poisoned by seeping into the body through the skin, especially when there are wounds on the skin in the rainforest. Riskier. During the breeding period of the poison dart frog, bear frogs protect their eggs, can become extremely aggressive. It increases the risk. In the humid air of the Amazon rainforest, mosquitoes seem insignificant, but there is a deadly danger hidden. These tiny blood-sucking worms are no more than a few millimeters long, one of the most terrifying killers in the rainforest, because they spread deadly diseases. There are many species of mosquitoes in the Amazon. Among them, dark lines and clothing patterns are the most dangerous. They are malaria, vectors of dengue fever and det card virus. A mosquito bite, maybe in just a few days, pushing a healthy person to death. After being bitten by Anopheles and malaria worms in your saliva. The patient may have a high fever, cold swelling and even organ failure. Every year, thousands of people have died in the Amazon as a result. Irving is known for spreading dengue fever. Severely ill patients can even die from internal bleeding. What's even more desperate is, healthcare resources are scarce in remote villages in the Amazon. Once bitten, there is often no way to seek medical attention. And to add insult to injury, mosquito resistance to chemical repellents is on the rise. This makes traditional means of protection much less effective. Explorers who went deep into the rainforest had to be fully armed. Wearing long sleeves. Mosquito nets are also used at night. Otherwise, the price may be life. I don't know about these 10 dangerous Amazon creatures. Which one impressed you the most? Please let us know in the comment area below.